Welcome back to MKE Gadgets. Today we're going to make some marshmallow roasting sticks. And we're going to start out with some stainless steel, 304 stainless, 3/16 diameter, 15 inches long. We're going to go to belt grinder, sharpen both edges, and then bend this into a U. That piece will be welded onto 304 stainless steel, 7/32 diameter, either 24 inches long or 36 inches long. On the end of that, we're going to put a handle on there. And for 7/32 diameter, it's a Nicholson type C. I have some wooden dowel laying around. We're going to make some handles. A piece of nylon 6/6. We're going to drill one end, 1/4 and then we're going to round the other end. All the stainless steel and the nylon 6/6 was purchased from Speedy Metals. They are not paying me for this advertisement, but they are my preferred local stainless, aluminum, and steel supplier. And now they have nylon. They cater to small orders and have no minimum and no cut charge. So check out speedymills.com. First thing we're going to do is take all of these 15-inch 3/32 stainless steel rod over the belt grinder, and we're going to put a blunt tip on there so you can slide the marshmallow on easier. So let's go to the belt grinder. With the 3/16 stainless chucked up on my drill, took a scrap piece of wood, drilled a 1/4 hole. That's going to be my rest as I put a blunt tip on here. I don't want it sharp so no one gets hurt, but I want a marshmallow to slide on and off easily. I'm going to do it to both ends. With both ends sharpened to a blunt tip, next we bend them. It's time to bend them into a U, the shape of a fork. I'm here at the compact bender with the combination square set at 6 inches. Right to the tip, and that 6 inches is the tip to the post. Now I bend this 90 degrees. With the first bend done, I take it out and flip it around. It's important to keep the first leg flat, or when you bend it, your two fork prongs will be not parallel. I check my 6-inch distance, pull it around 90 degrees. And there you have it. And here's the first fork done. If you don't have a compact bender, you could bend these in a vise or around a piece of wood. So with the fork bent up, I need to weld that to the part that's going to be the handle. In order to do it consistently in all the parts I'm making, I need to make a fixture. And that brings us over to Bridgeport Mill. I have a 2-flute, 1/4 inch high-speed ball end mill, and I'm going to put a groove down here. So the groove will hold the handle straight. Then I'll drill 2 1/4 inch holes, a 1/2 inch from the center. And I'll put the fork in there. Then I'll bolt this down here, so now when I'm welding, everything is captured. So first we're going to mill a groove. The difference between the two diameters is 16 thousandths. So I'm going to try milling a groove 16 thousandths deep. We'll see if that's deep enough to hold the handle in the center. With the mill groove, I'm going to drill and tap 2 holes, 1/4 20. And that's a 1/2 inch off the center line. With the groove in there and the holes tapped, off camera, I drilled these 1/4 inch holes, and that'll make a nice sandwich fixture. With the rod clamped into the fixture, I'm going to take a die grinder and put a little groove in there, and that will help the fork rod set centered. I'm using a diamond impregnated cutoff wheel for the groove. So I just want to go on a little bit, and that's going to be perfect. I have all the rods clamped down. I have the fork centered on the center rod, and I have the fork the same distance from the end. I'm going to go in there with my TIG welder and just put a little tack right in there, flip it over, and do an air attack. That's all it should need, I hope. With the welding finished, all you gotta do is put the handle on, and here I'm just using a file handle, and you just push it on, and you give it a tap, and it ain't going nowhere. Took some 1 inch wooden dowel over to the lathe. I rounded the radius on one end. I drilled a hole, same diameter as the stainless steel rod, 7/32. And that one pushes on real nice. If they come off, put a little CA glue in there. I took 1 inch diameter nylon 6/6, radius the end, drilled a hole, pounded this on. So you can see the 3 different handle choices. All right, I know what you're thinking. Why is the fork backwards? Well, if the fork was like this, when you roast your marshmallows in the fire pit, they get hot and get gooey and they slide off into the fire. With them welded on like this, now the marshmallows can fall off into the fire. Also, when you're walking with this, you're not gonna poke anybody if you fall. And you also can put hot dogs on there. They're long enough for hot dogs. Put a hot dog on each side, and you can flip it around. Once the hot dogs are done being toasted, you open up your bun and you lay it on here and you put it over the fire and you get a nice toasted bun. I hope you enjoyed today's video on how to make some stainless steel marshmallow and hot dog roasting sticks. Pretty simple to make. If you have a TIG welder, it's a great beginner's project, because all you got to do is lay a couple tacks and flip it over and lay another tack. This is MKE Gadgets. Thank you for viewing today. Please share this with your friends and hit the subscribe button. We'll see you tomorrow.